If you're one of those people who thinks that you can't take a few days off because you're going to lose all of your fitness, I'm here to tell you that this is absolutely not the case. You've seen an awful lot of people nowadays get stress fractures because they're overtraining, and it comes down to this thought that, okay, I can't take a day off because I'm going to lose all my fitness, so I have to keep training. I've done multiple marathons, multiple ultra marathons, and we also run a business that sells endurance nutrition products. Everybody loves a good graph, so I have two here for you. The first one looks at our fitness level on this axis and the time on the other axis. What he found is that, so this red graph or red line that we have here is going to be our fitness. So over the course of time, our fitness level increases. And people think that, okay, if I don't keep on training, then at this dot here, if I stop training, people think via this black line that my fitness levels are going to completely just fall off the course of a cliff. However, whilst building your fitness up takes months, the rate at which you lose it also takes an awful long time. So you can take 5 days off and lose absolutely zero fitness, right? 5 days doing nothing for a week, zero fitness. You'll go back and you'll be completely fine. They've also found in specific studies that they took a group of marathon runners who ran 160 kilometers a week or 100 miles per week. And for 87 days, they made them do nothing. No exercise, just lounging around, sitting on the couch, whatever. How much of a percentage of the fitness do you think they lost? 50%, 60%. They lost between 5 and 10%. Hence, take home point one here is that if you take a few days off from your training, you will not lose your fitness. Okay, it will take you months to lose that fitness over the course of which is built up. Then we have the second graph here. So this second graph kind of looks at, okay, so if I'm telling you that over the course of a week, if you took off, that why is then that when you go back to running, you go back to cycling, playing sport and the likes, that your breath feels very heavy, and if you're looking at your heart rate, it's probably elevated. So on graph 2 here, we have the percentage of fitness and then the number of days that you take off on the bottom. Right, we're starting off at a certain point here of the fitness that we have gained. So your heart rate and your breathing, so if we look at our fitness at a certain level, your heart rate and your breathing drop pretty drastically if you take a few days off, right? And this is because the water volume in your blood also drops. This leads to a higher heart rate and your breathing feels an awful lot heavier. Okay, however, the rate at which that drops, it's also gained back at the same rate. So you go back for one run, 2 training sessions, you get that back an awful lot quicker than you would lose your fitness, right? What I can see there as well is that we have this black line here, and these are your physiological changes or gains. What these are the extra capillaries around your muscles, got by doing long zone 2 workouts, and essentially that will build up these extra capillaries that will deliver oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, which you need to exercise and do well. And then the physiological changes, so bigger muscles, bigger legs. If you go to the gym for a week, or the course of even a few years, let's say, and all that muscle you built up, if you don't go to the gym for a week, you don't just lose that muscle overnight. I hope this makes you realize that if you do take a few days off, you've got absolutely nothing to worry about. But as we come into marathon season, if you're looking for a different way to top up your carbs during exercise, before exercise, we think we have the perfect thing for you via our carb bar and our carb chew. If you'd like access to the wait list, simply sign up via the link in my bio. Have a good one.